everybody. Today I am here and I'm going to talk to you about thriving with the food, camp cuisine style. So one of the best things about Thrive is you can take it and you can run with it. I've skipped a lot of the steps because I've prepped for it inside, but if you want any of the recipes, just shoot me a message and I will be sure to get them to you. So we're going to make some stuff really fast just to show you how easy it is. First, we're going to do pizza. So the only thing I did ahead of time was I did my dough up in the pan. Whether you want to make your homemade dough, whether you want to use the Country White from Thrive, I use sourdough because I was in that quarantine with everybody else and I got on the sourdough kick. So mine is sourdough crust. I just made a little circle, put it in the bottom. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use this as my oven. And it's preheating now. I'm going to throw the sauce on. So again, sauce, you can use Thrive's tomato sauce mix and add some spices to that, or you can make your own, or you can buy it. Doesn't matter what you want. So I've got some pre-made just to skip a step. I'm going to put that on, and I will show you this in a second. I'm going to put a little bit of cheese on, and then what I did again, just to make the video a little faster, was I refreshed my Thrive food ahead of time that's going on my pizza. So what I have going on my pizza is I have some of the sausage, some pineapple, corn. Corn's really good on pizza if you haven't tried it yet. You have to. Mushrooms, red peppers, and then I did throw in a couple pepperonis and bacon because bacon. So we're gonna put that on top. And the pineapple is really good because when you refresh the pineapple, if you haven't tried it yet, it does taste like pineapple from the can. I'm gonna add a little bit more cheese on top. Again, you can use the Thrive cheese if you're in the United States, or if you happen to have some from an old stash, or you can just use regular store-bought cheese. Or if you're really amazing and make your own cheese, well, you can do that. So this is what it looks like. Here's my pizza all done up. I'm now going to put the lid on and we're going to go to our next thing. So my oven is at about 450 degrees. I have no idea how hot it is, but that's how hot the oven usually is when we make pizza. And we're going to cook that for about 12 minutes. Now, in this one, I just have water heating up. And I'm going to show you a few other things. This is called a hydro cooker. This one is really cool because if you don't have all this, if you're backpacking in and you don't want to carry the cast iron, it's kind of a pain when you're backpacking. This is a hydro cooker and it comes with packs like this. Inside they look just like the hot water heat packs for your hands, just like this. So it has a sleeve on, and this is to keep your hands safe because this is going to get really hot, and it's two pieces. So plastic piece and the metal piece. So you're going to put the hot pack in like that. And then when we're ready, we're going to add the water. We're not quite ready yet because what we're going to make in this is some chili. So let me cut that open. See, we packed this up ahead of time. I'm going to reach over the hot stove. Hopefully I don't burn myself. Vacuum sealed it up. Lots of recipes for for chili on there. My favorite is Thrive, Gimme Thrive Grandpa's chili. You can find that on the website. We just pour that in there. We add the water. I know some of you are going to ask me how much water. Look at the recipe. I never measure. But my piece of advice that I give all new customers and new consultants is you're better off to have too much water. You would rather it be over refreshed than under refreshed. Never skimp on time or water. So then what we do is we take water. This is not warm water. This is just regular water that we've been carrying in our backpack. We put it up to the fill line over top of that hot pack. And then we drop this on top and we clamp the lid on. That's going to cook it. How are we doing for time? Good. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. Our chili's cooking. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move the hot water off the element and set that on there, and I'm going to show you how fast we can do eggs. So throwing a pan on here, and we need some type of oil or grease. I'm just putting in a chunk of bacon fat. I did the same thing. I have my omelet all prepped up. We have eggs, we have peppers, we have spinach, mushrooms, onions. I'm gonna get my hair yet. I'm gonna dump that into something. Oh, hold on. Can you see this smoking already? It's cooking. Again, we had no power, no electricity, no gas, no propane, nothing. Okay, so this is going here. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit, more so for my hair than for the pizza. I'm going to dump the egg mixture into here. Pour some water over top. Not enough left in that one. Go. Mix that up. When you're mixing your eggs, I always tell people make it the consistency of a scrambled egg. Again, if you're going to err on the side of a little more water, with the heat, that will all evaporate off. So we're going to pour that in here, and we're going to let that cook. So while that's cooking, I have one more thing that I'm going to show you, and that is, if you are heading out, you want it to be really light, you know that you're going to have, that's not hot anymore, you know that you're going to have hot water, because you're going to be making coffee or tea or hot chocolate or whatever you need. Prep your food up in a Mylar bag. Probably not a recommended. They tell you not to cook in them, but we're not really cooking in it. We're just heating and refreshing. This is one of those cheap bags that you get at the dollar store, the thermal bags. I cut it in half and just duct taped it because I didn't need it that big. And the reason we're doing that is because when you do pour the water is quite hot. Oh yeah, it's hot. We're going to pour that right into the bag. And this one in here is chili chicken lime. So I want to put the water about an inch higher than the food line. I'm going to fold that in and fold it in like this. And then that's going to cook on its own too. So let me mix up my eggs here. Quite windy, and I usually have a wind guard on this, but it goes across the front and you wouldn't be able to see it. So my eggs are cooking up nice in that bacon grease. There are healthier options, but so that's almost cooked now. Won't be long. This you can see. Even through the neoprene cover, it's pretty hot. You can see the steaming coming on that. And I lied, I actually have one more, but we're not going to cook it. I'm just going to show you. So, this would go on top of the stove like this. And then I've prepped up my beef stew in here. So all I would need to do is open it, dump the beef stew in, and then I would fill this can with water and dump it in on top. If it's a little more watery than you'd like, I'm going to show you one of my favorite Thrive ingredients, and that is the mashed potatoes. And the reason I like the mashed potatoes is not just to eat as potatoes. I call it my Band-Aid. When I make things and they're too thin and too runny, because I've erred on the side of caution, right, and I've given it more water than calls for, I just add a little mashed potatoes and thicken it up. I also use the mashed potatoes in place of breadcrumbs in a lot of things, so I can have gluten-free hamburgers or gluten-free meatloaf because I use the mashed potatoes in place of breadcrumbs. So I'm going to take the lid off and have a peek at our pizza. Pardon myself here. So these are almost cooked. So you can see we have a scrambled egg with all our vegetables in. Can you see that there? Yeah, good. Turn that down a little bit. Move this so I have a place to put that lid, and let's hope for the best. I'd say that is almost perfect. And there is my pizza. The crust is done. I'm going to post some pictures of everything completely done. I'll turn that off there. So in a matter of 15 minutes, we've made pizza, scrambled eggs, which need just a little bit more so they're crisped up, scrambled eggs with veggies. We've made our chili, which is almost done. And we've made our chili chicken lime. And if I had another element, I could have had beef stew too. So I'll take pictures of everything that's done, but I'll show you the inside of this. Oh, told you it's hot. So that is cooked and ready to eat. Those packs will give you about 30 minutes of cook time. So if you're really quick and something only takes 15 minutes, you can take it out, swap it, put another one in. We've done eggs in here. We've done Korean beef, all of that stuff. So how amazing is that, right? And I will show you quickly the chili chicken lime. It's a little hot, sorry. And that one's done. So this one is a little watery. I just poured the water in, but like I said, I'd rather have more water than not. So that's about all I have for you today. I will post the recipes or send the recipes to anybody who wants them, and have fun. Take some Thrive in the Bush.